Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today for this webinar. I'm Suganya, software engineer at Syncfusion. In this session, I will walk you through how to integrate the Angular speech-to-text component with Syncfusion's ChatUI to build a voice-enabled chat app. Then I'll share some exciting updates from our Volume 1 2025 release for both Blazor and EJ platforms. Let's begin with an introduction to the Angular speech-to-text component. This component converts speech to text in real time using the Web Speech API. It includes built-in features like live transcription, multilingual support, predefined styles, tooltips, and a customizable UI, all aimed at providing an intuitive user experience. The other component we will be using in this is Angular ChatUI. This lightweight and highly customizable component is designed for modern chat interfaces. It displays conversations between two or more users and comes packed with the features like real-time typing indicators, on-demand message loading, and message suggestions. In this demo, I will show you how to integrate the speech-to-text component into an existing ChatUI app. By clicking the mic button, I will record speech, convert it to text, and send it as a message. Before we start, ensure that you have the latest version of Node.js and Angular installed. I will be using Visual Studio Code as the editor, and we will view the output in the Chrome browser. I assume many of you are already familiar with how to get started with the ChatUI component. If not, I recommend checking out our tutorial video. For this session, I am using an existing ChatUI application which I have opened in Visual Studio Code. First, let's run the app and check the current output. You'll see the chat component. Since I have set an empty chat template, it starts off blank. You can type and send new messages from here. Now, let's integrate the speech-to-text component. As the first step, I have to install the Syncfusion package. I open the terminal, run the command npm install and Syncfusion / EJ2 Angular inputs -- save. This installs the package and its dependencies. Next, I move to the app component TS file. And import the speech-to-text module from the inputs package. And registers it in the inputs array. Then I will add the speech-to-text component inside the ChatUI footer. Here's the footer template and the send button. Before the send button, I initialize the speech-to-text component on the button. And define a HTML ID to it. I add the eFlat style class to give the button a clean, flat look. Let's look at the output at this stage. The component is rendered, but it's not fully functional yet. So let's fix that. Now, I'm going to define the transcript changed callback function to get the spoken words as text. For that, I import transcript changed event tags from the inputs package. Then I define the onTranscript change function. Inside this, I'm going to update the transcript text to the chat footer. So I get the footer element by its ID. And update its text with the transcript value. This way we can see our spoken words appear in real time. Next, I need to bind this event to the SpeechToText component. So I invoke the transcript change event and pass a new transcript as the argument. Next, I need to bind the stop event to enable the send button once the user finishes speaking. I do this by invoking the toggle buttons event. Inside the callback function, I get the button element with the ID speech to text. And I display the speech button only when there is no text present. And in the app component CSS file, I define the display properties for the speech to text button. Finally, I will add an error handler to display a message if anything goes wrong during the speech recognition process. So first, I import the error event docs and speech-to-text component from the inputs package. Then I create a reference variable for the component so I can interact with in the transcript code. Using the viewChild decorator, I get a reference to the speech-to-text component. Next, I define the onError handler callback function to handle any errors. So here, if the error indicates an unsupported browser, I disable the speech-to-text component. And display a persistent toast message to inform the user. Otherwise, I show the error message in a toast that will disappear after 5 seconds. Lastly, I bind this error handler to the button element by invoking the onError event. Let's check the final output. I'll start speaking. Hi, how are you doing today? You can see the speech is converted to text and the send button becomes active. When I click it, the message is sent with the timestamp. That's how you can build voice-enabled chat apps using Angular. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. We will talk them at the end. Now, let's move on to the release updates for Blazor and Jitu platforms. So, what's new in Blazor for this Volume 1 2025 release? Two of our components are production ready. The Shanky diagram and ribbon components were in preview, now moved to production ready state. You can use them in your production environments. The Blazor PDF viewer now comes with integrated form designer support, enabling users to create, modify, and remove form fields directly within a PDF document. This functionality offers the ability to customize forms dynamically in the viewer. Next, with the data grid, you can now lock columns with fixed columns for a smoother scrolling experience. In the diagram component, we have added container support that allows users to group multiple nodes and connectors, providing a structured layout to manage complex diagrams. Containers support dragging, resizing, and customization, which includes headers and text styling. They help maintain an organized layout without permanently merging elements, making them ideal for workflows, BPNM diagrams, and system designs. We have also made the scheduler more user-friendly with clipboard operations. So you can copy and paste appointments within the same scheduler or between different schedulers. This is particularly useful when you need to quickly duplicate or move appointments to different time slots or other scheduler instances. Next, let's see what's new in EJ2 for this Volume 1 2025 release. For those working with Word documents, we have two major updates in the word processor. We have provided hidden text preservation support to maintain its integrity. Second update is the word processor has new API support for beginning and editing a batch editing process. This enhancement enables editing tasks to be executed programmatically without pagination throughout the batch process. Pagination is applied only once the batch editing is finalized, resulting in improved performance. In the Git component, we have added a column chooser template, which allows users to render customized views in its header, content, and footer. Users can thus design the column chooser's appearance. Additionally, users can enable or disable the column chooser's default search functionality, giving them more control over their filtering experience. Additionally, advanced filtering has been enhanced with support for the in and not in filter operators. These operators allow users to filter records based on multiple matching or non-matching values within the same column, provides more flexibility in data filtering. In the chips component, we have added the drag and drop support, which makes reordering items within or across containers simple and intuitive. Upcoming are the common updates for Blazor and EJ2 platforms. First up, we have introduced the SpeechToText component that converts spoken input into text with real-time transcription, interim results, and support for multiple languages. Its customizable tooltips make it easier for users to start and stop actions. I have presented today's demo using this component. The AI Assist view now supports real-time response, streaming dynamic feedback in chunks for reduced delays and an enhanced user experience. Next, ChatUI Control now offers improved message navigation and interaction features for more efficient user experience. Users can quickly locate specific messages using their unique IDs, effortlessly scroll to relevant conversations, and set focus on dynamic input. Finally comes the chart enhancements. Tooltip based on close-up point feature allows users to display a tooltip that provides information about the data point closest to the cursor. When the crosshair is displayed, users can highlight the entire range of the corresponding category data points for better visibility. Users can now customize the corner radius of individual data points in a rectangle-shaped series using an event trigger when rendering the points, which improves the chart's appearance. That's all for the today's session. Thank you for joining us. We hope you found it helpful.